What's up everybody, Tony here with High Tech Check, and today we're going to be taking a look at music levels, the RGB sound controlled music level light. I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick this up yourself, and if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products and do reviews for you guys. Now I've been looking at these for quite some time and I just recently pulled the trigger. And I wanted to share it with everybody because I thought that they were super cool, but you do have to be careful because there are knockoffs of this product out there that I don't think are as good, or the quality isn't as good. This is definitely from Music Levels. They're probably about $50 a piece, but I definitely think that they're worth it. They add a really cool factor to your setup, and if you guys like to listen to music, this adds a visual effect to that, and it's just really nice to just kind of look at and watch while you're listening to music. And there's a whole bunch of different features that you can do with this. You can change the color, you can change the way that it moves, you can change the sensitivity if it's too sensitive for you, and I'm going to be showing you each and everything that this thing can do. It runs off of just a regular 5-volt USB port. It says not to use a fast charger because you might damage the system, so just something very simple, 5 volts. You can even use it in your car if you have a USB in your car. You can use this anywhere. It doesn't have to be plugged in to anything but power, and it simply uses the microphone to show the levels. So here's the box. We're going to go ahead and see what you get inside. As you can see, I already have one out here that's been kind of moving while we're doing this, just to kind of give you a little visual. But I did get this off Amazon. It is a little cheaper than what it was off the website, and it is legit. So I will, like I said, I will be putting a link for that in the description. So here is the manual first and foremost. You're definitely going to want to go through this because, like I said, there are a lot of features, and this will tell you how to do each and every one of those. Here is the level light. Comes really nice in here, and then it's got this box on the side. It's really kind of in here. Not easy to get this box out first, so just take out the level light. But this is what it looks like, and it comes in this package. And there it is. Now, one thing you might notice is there's a whole bunch of scratches, and it just doesn't look very well. That's because there's a protective cover over the screen here just to keep it from getting all scratched up. So you can either take it off or leave it on if you really want. I have mine on over here just to keep the screen protected, but just to let you know that it is nice and clean underneath. It's just a cover on top. It is made of all aluminum. It does feel solid. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And it does have a little bit of weight to it, but it's not super heavy. On the back here, we do have our mini USB. It's, as you can see, it uses 5 volts, 1 amp. Here we have our microphone, a little QR code, I think, to their website, and then we have the buttons up and down, which we will use to change all of the features. But again, this is not a knockoff, and it doesn't feel like it either. It feels super solid, and I think those knockoffs online might be made of plastic or something, but this is the real deal. And then here we have the box, and this is what houses the power cable. And here is the cable itself. It is braided. It's a very nice cable. It has metal ends. Now, earlier I said mini USB. This is a micro. So it uses micro USB to the regular USB type A on the end there. And I'd probably say it's maybe like 5 feet. So that's pretty much all you get. So let's go ahead and go over all the features of the light. So here's what it looks like when you first plug it in. It does like a little startup animation. It's pretty cool. And this is what it does when it doesn't detect any sound, and then it just starts up working by itself. Now, as far as displaying these, you can kind of like lay these down. They won't be flat because the little micro USB here does protrude out the back. So you can lay them down like that. Again, like I said, it's not going to be flush, but they can be somewhat laid down. The best way to display these would be to lay them on their side, just like this. If you want to stand them up, the cable that comes with it is pretty rigid, and it does kind of pull on the light itself, so it's kind of hard to have it stand up. You might want to have like a stand or something 3D printed. You can see that it does stand up, but you have to place the cable in a certain way. If you want to stand them up like this, I'd probably recommend maybe getting another cable where it just kind of comes out the back like this instead of pointing up just like that. So you can replace the cable with something else if you want, but you know, that's if you want to do that. These can also be upgraded through the internet. If you plug this into your computer, you can upgrade the firmware that way, you know, connected with the USB cable. So let's go ahead and go over all the different settings that you can do with this. So again, like I said, those buttons on the back here are what we're going to use to cycle through the colors and all the different features. So if we just press once here, we press down, hello. As you can see, now it's doing a different animation than it was before. So that's pretty cool. Go ahead and go to the next one. Hello, hello. So there's the next animation that goes from side to side. That's pretty cool. Hello, 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 hello. So here's another one. It kind of cycles back and forth, kind of through your voice. Interesting. Hello, hello, hello. So instead of falling, this one goes up. As you can see, one goes up, one goes down. Hello, hello. So this one just has kind of like the volume that goes up, and it doesn't have the little level that falls back down once you stop talking. I think I kind of like that one. This is another different one where it kind of stops wherever the highest point is, but it doesn't come back down like the other one. And then it looks like we're back to the first one again. So those were all the motion modes. Now let's go ahead and change the brightness. So all we're going to need to do here is press up for 1 second, and then we can go ahead and change that brightness. So there, that is the max brightness. It looks like the green looks definitely brighter than the rest. So let's go ahead and turn it down again. So you can see it shows the brightness all the way up. We'll go ahead and turn it down again. So now to enter standby mode, we hold the down button for 1 second. That's what it looks like when it's in standby. I think that's pretty cool. Now you can also power this off by holding the down button for 2 seconds. Now it's off. And if you want to turn it back on, you just press any one of the buttons. There you go. So now let's go ahead and change the color of the light groups. All we need to do is double press the down button and then use the up and down buttons to cycle through the colors. As you can see, there's quite a few different variations of the colors you can go through. I kind of like this one myself. This is just the standard. And then if you don't press anything for a couple seconds, it automatically changes by itself. So now you can also turn on and off the ambient noise filter, and this will help if you have a lot of external noise other than your voice or maybe music you're listening to. Maybe you have a fan going or something going in the background. If you turn this filter on, it'll only recognize the sounds that are louder than the ambient noise. So this little level won't keep moving all the time because of the ambient noise. Now you can also change the sensitivity settings. If this is going off prematurely or too easily, you can turn down the sensitivity. And all we need to do for that is click the up button 4 times. As you can see, there are the levels. We'll go ahead and kind of turn those down. As you can see, you can turn them up rather. Now you can also change the Agc Response Speed setting. I'm assuming that's this drop down how fast that moves. There's like 30 levels of that. And to activate that, you just press down 4 times quickly. Okay, so it looks like it's on the lowest setting, so we'll just turn it all the way up just to kind of see what it does. Almost all the way up at least. Hello, 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 hello. I'm not 100% sure what this exactly does, but I don't really see a difference in the levels for this. So this is our control. I haven't changed anything on this one, and this one has been the one that has changed. So now we're going to change the color style, and the way we do that is to click up 5 times. So as you can see, it's a little different than our control on the other side. It kind of flows through the colors as it goes up. So we're going to change it again. It's pretty cool. And again, to go through each one, you just simply press the up button 5 times again, and it'll automatically switch to the next style. So here is the next one. As you can see, it's more of a cycle through the color. Hello, hello, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So this one looks like the level just stays all the way up, and then it just kind of changes the colors throughout the whole bar. This one kind of just seems to go on and off with the sound, and it very slowly changes the color throughout the bars. So this one's kind of along the lines of the other one. It just kind of has a different color scheme. It's all blue except for the very top level's red. That's kind of cool. So here we have the bar is just one single color, and then it just goes up and down, changing colors. And again, on each style, you can also cycle through all the colors as well if you don't like the colors you see here. So those are all the styles that you can cycle through. So now we can also turn on and off the peak highlighting, which I'm assuming is this level that keeps falling down. So all we do is 5 clicks down. I'm not sure what this is doing either. Now we can also turn on and off the gradient effect. If you want to do that, you just press up 6 times. Again, I'm not sure what this is doing. It seems to be the same exact way that it looks on the left. I can't tell the difference, can you? Now we can also change the direction of the light. As you can see, this is down at the bottom here, but on the one over here, it's up at the top. So if I switched it around, this is what it would look like. So if I want to change it back, all I need to do is click down 6 times. So now as you can see, everything is the way that it is on the left here. The LEDs are starting from the bottom up instead of from the top down. So now we can also change the standby mode. All we need to do is click up 7 times. So now when it's in standby mode, the lights are just off. We'll go ahead and go to the next one. So this particular one is canceling the standby mode, so the lights won't go into standby mode. So we'll go to the next one, and that is the pendulum effect. And then if we do it again, we'll go back to the way that it was, where it would kind of scan back and forth. That's pretty cool. So now we can change the channel effect. For this one, this is the default where the LEDs go from the bottom to the top, but we'll go ahead and change that now. And we'll go ahead and press down 7 times. So as you can see here now, it starts from the middle and goes out to each end. And I definitely am digging that because it's more like a Knight Rider effect. So here it's starting at each end and going into the middle, which is pretty cool. And this next one should be the default. Yeah, so we're back to default. So it seems like there's a total of 4 different channel displays. Now, if you make a change on here that you don't like and for some reason you can't figure out how to get it back to the normal mode like I just did here, you can also reset it to factory. And the way that you do that is by pressing up and down together for 10 seconds. Now you can also change the rhythm speed, and I think that's where the LEDs kind of respond to the sound quickly or slower. So you can definitely change that if you want, and that is a custom setting. but I tried to do that and I kind of messed it up. And like I said, if you want to get back to normal, you can just factory reset it and it puts it back to the way that you got it out of the box. So I hope you guys found these LEDs super cool. I really love them and I don't regret purchasing them at all. It's definitely going to make a really nice addition to my setup here in the studio. Again, I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick this up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products and do reviews for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Later.